Welcome to our March Kiss Sew Along. There's nothing quite like the feeling of walking through your front door and being greeted by the handmade touches that make a house feel like a home. Today we're capturing that warmth with the Home Sweet Home hanger. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how to bring this project to life, from start to finish. This charming floral design is created 100% in the hoop, meaning there's absolutely no sewing machine needed. While the full hanger consists of 2 main blocks and 3 simple hoopings, we'll be filming the complete stitch out for the home block today. Since the sweet block is stitched in the exact same way, once you've mastered this first one with me, the rest of the project will be a total breeze. This design is incredibly versatile. You can stitch Home Sweet Home as shown, personalize it with your own custom text, or even skip the words entirely to create a beautiful set of quilted coasters or ornaments. Whether you're decorating your entryway or your sewing sanctuary, I'll guide you through every step of the process. So, grab your favorite fabrics, clear your hoop, and let's get started.
Alright, let's get started on our home and sweet blocks. The steps are identical for both, so once you've done one, the second one will feel really straightforward. First, hoop up a couple of layers of soluble stabilizer in the hoop you're using. I recommend the woven variety. It gives you the best stability, especially with all the quilting and decorative stitching in this design. Make sure it's nice and tight, like a drum, before you begin. Now, load the design onto your machine, and we're ready to stitch. The first thing your machine will stitch is the placement line for your batting. Once that's done, place batting 1 on top of the hoop, lining it up with that placement line. If you'd like a firmer finish, you can also add an optional layer of cutaway stabilizer or bag stiffener underneath the batting at this stage. Go ahead and stitch the batting down. Then, remove the hoop from your machine and trim the batting back about 1 to 2 millimeters from the stitching line. I find it easiest to trim the batting first and then go back and trim the optional cutaway or bag stiffener separately. Applique scissors work really well here because you can get nice and close without cutting your stitches. Next, place fabric A over the top, making sure it's completely covering the placement line. Stitch that down. For now, leave the fabric extending into the seam area. We'll trim everything back neatly later. Now comes the fun part. Your machine will stitch the quilting onto the background. This really adds texture and interest to the block. So, choose a thread color that complements your fabric nicely. After that, embroider the flower wreath. Follow the color chart or diagrams as your guide. If you like, you can personalize the thread colors here to suit your style or decor. Then, we'll stitch the wording, either home or suite, depending on which block you're on. And remember, this is your project. You can absolutely customize this. If your machine allows, you can substitute your own wording. Or you could use a permanent fabric pen to add something handwritten for a different look. Once all the decorative stitching is complete, remove the hoop from the machine and flip it over so the wrong side is facing up. Trim away any long jump threads before we seal everything in. Now place fabric B, your backing fabric, right side up against the back of the hoop. Secure it in place with tape, making sure it's smooth and flat. Return the hoop to the machine and stitch the backing down. When that's finished, remove the hoop again and trim both fabric A and fabric B back to about 1 to 2 millimeters from the stitching line. At this point, you can decide how you'd like to finish your block. If you're making this into an ornament or hanger, you can embroider the top loop now. Just make sure you use the same color bobbin thread as your top thread, since the stitching will be visible on both sides. If you're making a coaster instead, simply skip the loop step and move straight to the final border. Once stitching is complete, remove the block from the hoop and trim away the excess stabilizer and any remaining loose threads. Now it's time to dissolve the soluble stabilizer. Place your block into a bowl or tub of water and let it soak until it no longer feels sticky. You don't need to rush this, just gently swish it around and change the water if needed. Lay it flat to dry, and then set it aside while you complete your remaining blocks. When all your panels are finished and completely dry, give them a light press to smooth everything out before assembly. Then simply connect the panels using a preferred method: D-rings, ribbon, wire cord, whatever suits your style and the look you're going for. And that's it. Your home sweet home hanger is finally finished.
And that's our home sweet home hanger all finished. If you're stitching along with us for the March Kiss, don't forget to jump into the Kiss Facebook group and share your progress. We absolutely love seeing your color choices and personality twists. And remember, every entry puts you in the running for this month's competition. Plus, the design is 30% off for everyone during March on the website. So, if you haven't grabbed it yet, now's the time. Head over to swpea.com, download your design, and start stitching. We can't wait to see what you create.